Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem, want to continue. Just a quick recap for whatever we did yesterday. So we said that the best thing right after Yom Kippurim is Vayilchu mehayil el hayil. Right after a person finished the Yom Kippurim, should go outside the house, outside the synagogue, outside the house, and do something for the honor of Sukkah. Either put the schach, either put the walls. First we said you have to put the walls, then you put the schach, right? Or put decoration. Some people asking, Rabbi, I want to finish the Sukkah this week. This way I'm not going to be stressful. What am I going to do after Kippur? Told him after Kippur, make the decorations. This as far as the right after Kippur. And then we said...
Can you put the string after Kippur?
Put what?
The string.
No, string has to be before the stop.
String?
String has to be before the
Which string?
No, for
For the walls. Yeah, you could. First you put the string, then you put schach. Remember, because the string is the real wall.
The best thing not to... Okay, I'm not going to say anything. The best thing not to use the string.
Okay, again, this we said yesterday. Best is not to use the string because the string over a few 2-3 days, especially if it's raining, it gets loosened. And then you're gonna have to retie it again. Then maybe if it could happen on Yom Tov, that's not something.
If you use already, has to be for some material or can anything?
Could anything. Any metal. You can make metal. You can make wood. You can make wood. Somebody went to Home Depot. He told me he bought 2x1 like this.
4 like this,
Finished. He doesn't even need a plywood. As the wall.
cheaper, you do the bottom of the.
Yes.
Like I have on my bed about that, like.
Yeah.
What's it called? Chicken leg, whatever it's called.
yeah, the eggs.
Then we said that you should not cause.
Zip tied to the bottom.
You cannot cause stealing from anybody, Gezel Shena. And we said that Gezel Shena is worse than Gezel of money. Because harming somebody with something that it's not returnable, it's worse than harming somebody with something is returnable. Money, you cheated somebody, you told him the house is a certain way, really it's a different way. You lied to him $100,000. Shikarta. Tomorrow you can do tshuva, pay back $100,000. But to get back sleep that you stole from somebody, it's not returnable.
What are my kids gonna do? They wake me up every night. They've been stealing my sleep since they were born. How they gonna repay for this? They're gonna burn.
You have to be mochel them. That's what you have to be. Kerachem av al banim. Then we said Shechianu, a person is allowed to say Shechianu even just the building of the sukkah. Avi, אתה עכשיו בונה את הסוכה, you're allowed to say Shechianu. However, we said don't say that as long as you're not going to sit inside the sukkah. In practice, don't say Shechianu whenever you're building the sukkah. But in case somebody said it, יצא ידי חובה. He's not allowed to say anymore. In the Kiddush, you would not say that because you already said it on the building.
You don't say it on the Chag?
We do. In practice, we do say it only on the Chag. But in case somebody got outside, got excited, and said, Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, shehayanu v'kiyimanu, הזמן הזה, when he's building the sukkah. Can you answer amen or is bracha lebatala?
Answer amen.
Answer amen. The bracha is not
You
lebatala.
don't say it again for the. You don't say
Yeah,
it again
and
for
during
Chag?
you will not.
For the Chag, though.
Yeah, you will not. You already said it for the sake of the Chag while you build the sukkah for the Chag.
The schach is a bracha also?
No.
Or something with the schach?
You have to just say Leshem Tzel. You don't have to say it, just kavanah. Means to say, I'll tell you, Avi, sometimes a person has a molded schach in his garage. So Asaf, what's the reason he's spreading it out on the roof? Because he wants to get rid of the mold. Did he do it for sake of tzel, or did he do it for sake of getting rid of the mold? Tzel. No, if he had kavanah to get rid of the mold, this sukkah is kasher or pasul?
Yeah, I need a
Pasul, because he put it, he for the wrong reasons.
But I need a schach not to use it. On the way, the mold will go. But
Okay, nachon, but you cannot intend kavanah, make kavanah what for the mold. This cannot be done. You know, some people, I remember in Israel, people want to air out their shatiach, their blankets. What they do? They hang it out outside. The sun gets it, and it gets a fresher energy to this, right? So a person wants to do that for his schach. He has an old schach in his garage. He wants to do that in order to air out the schach. Mutar or asur? Huh?
what do you mean?
He put it out
On the sukkah?
on the sukkah with intentions of airing out the mold. to go get him. I don't know if it's going to help him, but let's say it will help him. No, before Sukkot he put it. Come
You have to
Sukkot,
take it off
he says
after.
before Sukkot he put it. Come Sukkot, he says, it's ready. מלאכתם של צדיקים נעשית על ידי אחרים. Here, it's already ready.
אבל הרב,
מותר או אסור?
the sun is a process. Sorry.
Huh?
If he puts it up and the sun reflects on the sky, then it's a process. He hasn't done anything.
Exactly. That's the
So why
problem.
it's possible?
Because he have not done anything.
Why he has not done anything?
לא עשה
So
לצורך
after the
מצווה.
mold dry, you need to take it
לא עשה
off
לצורך
after the
מצווה.
Yeah,
עשה את זה לשם.
with the right כוונה.
exactly. Okay?
בן אדם
Then we
שכתב-
say מצווה לעשותו בסוכה בידו. It's good that you will do the sukkah yourself because מצווה בו יותר מבשלוחו. Always מצווה you do yourself counts more than you sending a shaliach to do the mitzvah.
It's okay to
זה
let it
השלוחו של
go.
אדם
You
כמותו.
could.
לא אומרים שלוחו של אדם כמותו.
It is. כמותו, אבל לא ממש כמוהו. How do we know that from? Ido, the Mishnah in Masechet Kiddushin says, האיש מקדש בו ובשלוחו. Says the Gemara, if the person is מקדש על ידי שלוחו, why do you have to tell me בו ובשלוחו? Through the messenger or to himself? If I know throughout the whole Torah that your messenger is like yourself, why the Mishnah have to spend extra words and say, listen, you could do Kiddush to a woman by yourself or through a shaliach? Why you need to know that? Says the Gemara to teach you, even though shlucho shel adam kemoto, mitzvah bo יותר מבשלוחו. עד יסי ג'ון. ברוכים הבאים. So the mitzvah bo יותר בשלוחו is throughout the whole Shas. So too in Sukkot. If a person is building the sukkah himself, if he does a bigger mitzvah, then he's gonna have somebody else do it for him. But nevertheless, if somebody else did it for him, even if it's a goy, it's kasher. But says Rav Ovadia, it's better that the schach, at least the Jewish person should be involved in building the schach. In something, you don't have to put the entire schach and zip it and make everything. Something. Decorations, yeah. Last time I told you, which mitzvah is bigger? To decorate the sukkah or to build the sukkah? If you ask any person, will tell you the opposite. Nachon? I told you the rule. Anytime you don't know halacha Schwartz, I'll tell you a rule that covers all the Shulchan Aruch. One rule covers everything. Anytime you don't know what to do, you go to an Am Haaretz. You ask him, what do you think I should do? Whatever he tells you to do, the truth will be the opposite.
The opposite.
Rule of thumb. That's the always
I don't know
works.
if the guys are mad.
Ask him. Whatever he tells you, the truth is opposite.
הוא אומר איך אתה יודע שהוא עם הארץ, הוא לא לומד תורה.
Am Haaretz in this field. It could be Chacham in one field, Am Haaretz in a different field.
אם הוא לא לומד תורה, הוא...
Yeah. Okay, back to us. So, then we said about if goyim build it, we said okay, it's kasher. לכתחילה צריך לעשות לפנינו שהסוכה תחילה. Oh, so then we spoke about the order. First, we have to build the sukkah walls. Then only then we're allowed to put the schach. If a person did it the other way around, says the halacha lo yetza yדי חובה according to the Ashkenazim, according to the Bach, pasul pasul. ברכה לבטלה לא יצא ידי חובה. Rav Ovadia Yosef says, בדיעבד יצא ידי חובה. בדיעבד יצא ידי חובה. So imagine a person spent $2,000-3,000, 2-3 hours of work, and at the end, he maybe got a mitzvah, maybe not, and maybe b'di'avad he got it. All this because he did not come to learn halacha, lemaaseh what to do about the laws of Sukkot. That's why it's important about Moshe. We have the class together, that we can to know what exactly to do. Okay, this that we did yesterday, that was a quick recap. Now we're going further to the next page. Okay, I'm in page Kuf Nun Zayin. It's chaval that we need more of this farim.
I was last one today.
Maybe we should bring from the other place in the morning.
Is there a translated version?
למה
הנה,
סתם?
יש לי את זה.
יש לך?
כן.
Okay, read.
ביחד?
Yeah, read.
So,
גם לדעת...
הנה, פה זה למטה.
no, somebody else.
לא, חשבתי מקודם.
אוקיי? גם לדעת הפוסלים, אם עשה מחיצות קם, אליהו read, קם. read, גם לדעת הפוסלים, אם עשה מחיצות, קרא.
אם עשה מחיצות ברוחב טפח סמוך לסכך והם באורך כל הסוכה, מותר לסכך
לסכך קודם.
לסכך קודם שיעשה הדפנות. ככל שיש מחיצה הטפח נקרא אוהל ושם סוכה על הסכך, ונלמד הלכה למעשה שאם מוטות המחזקים את הסכך עומדים על מסגרת קרש ברוחב טפח.
מותר לסכך.
מותר לסכך אף על פי שאין עכשיו דפנות.
This, Isaac asked it yesterday or 2 days ago, asked me this question. He said he has a sukkah that he's building like this. It's push it up and it goes up.
טלסקופ.
איך זה נקרא? טלסקופ נקרא?
טלסקופ, לא?
טלסקופ סוכה. You know the sukkah, Avi? Huh?
תהיו בקריאה.
He said he has a telescope like this. He pulls it up and he makes the sukkah. Then he puts the walls. Question to you. He asked, Rabbi, you told us you're not allowed to put the schach first and then put the walls. In this sukkah, it's very comfortable for me. I have access to the schach first. I'm zipping it. It's all here in front of me. I don't have to climb on ladders later. It's much easier. Pull. I'm going to zip it now. And then I'm going to pick it up, put the walls. Mutar to do that or no?
Only if you do it under 10 tefachim, you could.
Huh?
If you put it under 10 tefachim.
So says the halacha, there is a Gemara that talks about achotet bagadish. מה זה achotet bagadish? A person has a pile of straw. In that straw, he wants to make his sukkah. Straw is kasher to be sukkah or no?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can straw be sukkah? Schach?
Why not?
Grows on the ground. It's detached from the ground.
לא
מקבל טומאה או לא?
מקבל טומאה?
What is that?
No.
אה?
זה לא כלי.
לא מקבל טומאה.
לא מקבל טומאה.
Isn't the schach pot like
Doesn't
wrapped
absorb
in
impurity.
אה?
Isn't the regular
Doesn't
schach
absorb
wrapped with
impurity.
that like little stuff?
Get impurity.
Yeah? Kasher or no? Kasher. Now a person says, Rabbi, instead of building sukkah, I have a pile of straw outside. I'm going to dig out the middle, and I have a ready sukkah. I'm going to make a 10 tefachim high, 7 by 7 tefachim wide, ready to go. Kasher or no?
Underground sukkah.
Depends.
No, underground, above ground.
Basement?
Only if
No,
you
no,
have
right
a-
outside. Out, not dig inside the ground. He has a pile of straw on top of the ground level.
10 feet high. So whatever, 5 feet high.
He wants to dig the inside, wants to dig out,
Make like a cave.
make like a cave. Measurements is going to take a measure. It's going to be 7 tefachim by 7 tefachim, high 10 tefachim. But he did it instead of building the walls and the roof. He digged out the inside and it came out to be a walls and roof.
Only if you have a tefach opening.
He did schach before the front.
He did everything in one shot. As he's digging, the sukkah build, the walls build, the roof build.
If you build it up,
Only
it's
if
not
you have
schach.
if you have a tefach opening.
That extra stuff you use for schach, that
whole
extra
sukkah is
stuff
straw?
you're using that for
The
schach.
whole sukkah is straw.
The whole thing, the top,
Akol.
the bottom,
Akol.
The walls, everything.
לא, אבל מה קש?
כן.
Kasher or no? Says the Gemara.
לא, הגמרא אומרת לא.
Says the Gemara. It all depends if he had a tefach
Tefach opening.
opened already before Sukkot or no. If you had a tefach open, so right now what I have an ohel. By halacha, how tall a space have to be called ohel? Says the halacha tefach. One tefach is ohel. That's why if a person wants to open, let's say, his baby carriage on Shabbat, according to all opinions, if he wants to do it according to all opinions, leave one tefach open with that baby carriage before Shabbat open, and then you are extending oil arai. You are oil is a tent.
Tent.
You're extending an existing tent.
So what about umbrella?
Umbrellas, there are right now in Israel umbrella they made kasher l'Shabbat.
You leave it open.
What did they do? What's kasher over there? What did they make? Salting on it? Shchita on it? They made a box of a tefach by tefach on top of the umbrella. Whenever you open the rest of the umbrella, you're adding on existing oil.
You're allowed to walk in on Shabbat.
They made it right now.
Mine?
Umbrella for
What
Shabbat. If you
about the
Google it.
umbrellas? To leave it a little bit open or totally open?
למה לא
כן,
תשאיר
מה אם
את
מישהו
האמברלה?
Okay, Rami.
אפשר להשתמש בהם בשירות העובד.
Letter of the law was allowed. Now there are certain sections in halakha called the gray area. Shabbos dik, Marita Ayin, is it Ruach Shel Shabbat? Oh, this is the gray area.
לא, אבל הכל...
Some poskim will say allowed, some poskim will say not allowed. Like the kosher switch. Letter of the law, the kosher switch is mutar. נכון? Some say no, some say b'di'avad, some say like this, some say like that. Letter of the law is mutar.
It's like the gray.
The gray area is always going to be a question.
לא, אבל אם כל הרבנים worldwide יגידו שאם משאירים, בוא נגיד,
There is no such a thing called הרבנים. Forget about it.
אמריקה או בישראל,
It's like the
בסדר,
gray
לפחות
area
מדינה.
for the watches. Is it real? Some fake? Who knows? You're not buying food stores.
If they announce that if you leave the umbrella open.
Okay.
So now that's it. There's no
Okay,
question.
Eliyahu John, so back to us over here. You are eating. Okay, so I'll read meanwhile. So, if it is a tefach, a hotel bagadish is tefach deep, you are digging more, you made the sukkah. Says the halacha, it's allowed. How is it allowed? You made the schach was there first, nachon? So you digging. Digging makes the walls, because the schach, the top of the pile was always there. So by you digging, what are you making right now? What are you making right now as you're digging? The walls.
The walls.
So you see, you made the first schach and then the walls. The Gemara says kasher. If there was a tefach of ohel, at a ohel size, tefach size over there. So why do we say that if you made the schach first and then the walls, it's pasul? Gemara says kasher.
No, the other way.
Huh? If you made the schach first and then the walls, we say it's pasul. Why say pasul? Here we see a chotet bagadish, it's kasher. Says Ravadia, there is a difference between when a person has a schach over no walls, or a person has a schach over a tefach wall. How big a wall we need that a roof will sit on top of it to be counted ohel?
10 tefach. Oh,
One
one tefach.
tefach.
Oil.
One tefach is called an oil. Remember that.
How can you fit under it?
No, it's nothing to do with fitting with you. Since for the laws of tum'ah, how big you need over there to be counted as a tefach, as an oil? One tefach. Now says the halacha. I'll give you a question. When a person lo aleinu lo alechem passes away, he has tum'ah. It's called adam ki amud be'ohel. Kol haba el ha'ohel itma. No. שבעת ימים. נכון? פסוק בתורה. אדם כי ימות באוהל, כל הבא אלוהים itma שבעת ימים, נכון? The tumah of a person spreads throughout the whole room. Whoever comes will sit there. שבעת ימים will be tameh. Says the halacha, what about Kohen? Kohen is not allowed to be metameh lamitim. Asur for this Kohen to come inside the room. נכון? How do you make airplane flights and you put dead people inside the matos?
They have a box and they have a
Huh?
tefach.
Different room, no?
They have a
Different
tefach
room.
in the box.
Says the halacha, listen to this. If the dead person is inside the ground or inside the box or whatever it is, that let's say you dig right now 10 meters down, which is 30 feet down, and you put the dead inside and you cover it with 30 feet of sand.
Still metameh. You need
What do we
to have
say?
Space. You need to have
We
space.
say the tumah bokat ad larakia. If you don't leave, how much space the tumah
One
needs?
tefach.
One tefach. One tefach is called an ohel.
That's why they put the stones on top?
Yeah.
That's how they put the stones, exactly.
That the dirt not gonna cover all the way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the reason. So whenever airplanes, matosim, tasim al ze, will not have problems with the kohanim.
אז גם כשמכניסים את הגופה יש טפח בארון?
כן.
That's what they have to make sure to do. שיהיה טפח בארון. That's one of the problems they claim right now. There in Israel a problem with the floors. שיש את הקומה של הפלורס האלה. One of the problems they claim that maybe it's good, maybe it's not good because they're not always careful with that one tefach. Because they want to get more and more floors in the less amount of
Money
space.
involved.
אז זה אחד הבעיות שמה, בחניון הזה. That's one of the problems they
יש
have.
פה אחד, ואין לו טפח, אבל מעליו יש מישהו עם טפח, אז זה עדיין בוקע.
בוקע. If so, what do we see, Davidov? That the minimum amount of oil we need is one tefach. So says the Gemara, after you have one tefach, I have an ohel. When are you not allowed to put the schach first and then the walls? When you put the schach on a dead place, you have no walls over here. If I just have a schach and I don't have no walls, I don't have an ohel. Ohel means whenever I have a schach over walls. So says Rav Ovadia, since over here I had walls in the Gadish case, in the pile of the kash, straw. I had a tefach already. Whenever I am removing more of the Gadish, I'm making myself like a cave inside, I'm extending an existing oil. So to says Rav Ovadia about the sukkah. Let's say this sukkah, the
The telescope.
telescope.
This.
Hey, like this, yeah? That goes up, like this, extending. Can he put on the floor the frame of the schach, put the schach, attach it, zip it, make everything secure, and then start picking it up,
Yeah, why not?
and then put the walls? Mutar
Why
v'asur,
not? Yeah.
chazaku baruch hakavu. Only if he has a tefach of walls.
Whoa.
So you have to first open it from 4 directions, make at least 1 tefach high, make a walls, 3 walls at least, put the schach, then you're allowed to extend it more and more and extend the walls.
Hold on, but if
You
there's
can
no
do it,
walls, only the
anything-
telescope. Isn't it no walls, so no problem?
If he has no walls, then what?
You put the schach, pick it up, no?
If he puts, but he puts the schach whenever there is not fanot. So comes out that he made first the schach and then the fanot.
So
If he puts schach first and then the fanot pasul.
But
According to
isn't
the
there a
Gemara.
difference between an oil and a sukkah?
Oh, so the Gemara says no, because the sukkah is called ohel arai. It's called ohel arai.
So you can put it anything under 10
So if that's the
tefach.
case, sukkah kshera has to be a tefach high?
No. Why? Because physically you cannot fit in there. Oil is called by tefach, and sukkah is supposed to be oil arai. But you also have to tishul ken tadu over there. 7 days you gotta live there. So you will not feed a man, grown-up man, 13 years old, in a tefach high.
What's the minimum height for a
10
sukkah?
tefachim.
10 tefachim. That's also not.
It's doable. Here, it's under the table. You can sit under the table. You don't need to stand over there.
What is 32 inches?
I don't know the height of this table. It's in English. It's in Hebrew. It's 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters.
80 centimeters divided by 2.5.
You can Google it. Google it. I say 80 centimeters, 2 inches. יגיד לך ישר.
Hey Google.
80 by 2.5.
It is 31.5 inches.
So 32 inches.
About 32, yeah, almost 32 inches.
So it's less than 3 feet.
אני לא אותו בפיט, אינצ'ס זה מבלבל אותי. אני יודע סנטימטרים. Because the halacha always centimeters. There is no feet.
אז הנה, אני אביא לכם עכשיו דרך לזכור. כל אינץ'
Yeah, I know 2.5. But it's 2.5 and there's a change.
54.
54. חי, טוב בקרדם. Let's go next. סוכה. אליהו בוא, תקרא.
רגע, הרב, so you can do the schach anywhere under 10 tefachim. You can put the schach, no?
כן. כן. As long as he made walls, at least of a tefach,
Yeah.
first,
First.
then he put the schach, then can he extend it. No problem. Okay, read again. גם לדעת הפוסלים,
אם עשה מחיצות ברוחב טפח סמוך לסכך והם באורך כל הסוכה, מותר לסכך קודם שיעשה הדפנות.
you see? כל שיש מחיצה, טפח, נקרא, או... First you gotta have מחיצה, טפח.
לכל שיש מחיצת טפח נקרא אוהל, ושם סוכה על הסכך, ונלמד הלכה למעשה שאם אותות המחזקים את הסכך עומדים על מסגרת קרש ברוחב טפח, מותר לסכך לסכך אף על פי שאין עכשיו דפנות, ואחר כך ישלים את הדפנות כדין. Can you show me a picture of that? Is there a picture of this?
Not in this sefer. אוקיי, ג'
סוכה שנעשתה בכשרות שהעמיד דפנות ואחר כך הסכך ואחר כך נפלו הדפנות, בין שהיה זה קודם החג בין שהיה בחג, בכל מועד, יכול להעמיד דפנות וישאיר הסכך על מתקנותו.
שכל שנעשה בכשרות, אין בו תעשה ולא מן העשוי. This is an important rule for you to remember. Do you know this rule, תעשה ולא מן העשוי? עידו, אתה מכיר את הכלל הזה? תעשה ולא מן העשוי?
What does that mean?
אוקיי. The Torah says, חג הסוכות, תעשה לך 7 ימים. Build yourself Sukkot, do yourself Sukkot, for 7 days. Says the Gemara, you have to build it, and it cannot be built by itself. Example. So to buy the tzitzit. Torah says, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדם לדורותם, right? The Gemara says, I ask you a question. What if right now a person had a tzitzit sticking out. He sat down, the tzitzit got on something, he got up, ripped. Now, can he say, listen, Rabbi, I have another tzitzit that ripped. I take another corner from the ripped tzitzit, with the string ready, I'll just stitch that corner to this beged, I make from 2 ripped garments 1 kosher garment with the tzitzit.
עשו להם ציצית על כזה.
Can you do that or no?
זה
Says the Gemara in Masechet Menachot, you first have to have the beged, 4 kanfot.
על
On the beged, 4 kanfot, 4 corners, you put tzitzit. You cannot have a tzitzit that it is no 4 kanfot, and you are making 4 kanfot together with the tzitzit by taking the piece from the other one. It's not going to work. You first have to have 4 corners, then you put on this 4 corners tzitzit. Clear?
Then you have to take off the tzitziot and put the corner.
Another concept.
Yeah, if you take the quarter off.
Yeah, what you could do is whatever you said, Moshe.
Right.
Take out the tzitzit, untie that corner. Take that corner, beg it, stitch it up to this one. Now you have 4 corners here. Then you retie it.
What about
Clear?
the other 3?
Huh?
What about the other 3?
Oh. Comes the Mishnah Berurah and says, not only you have to untie this one, you have to untie all of them. Why? Because those 3, those other 3, currently are patur.
Right.
So whenever you're going to make the 4th one, it happened to be already there, and happened to be already there. Not kasher.
Just buy a girl one, it's cheaper.
And similar, another example. I had a neighbor in Eretz Israel. He goes outside. It was very, very, very difficult for him to afford life. Mamash, less than mayad lapeh, less than that. One day, his door broke. The door of the house broke. Not of the main door, of one of the bedrooms. Hi, and he didn't have mezuzah. He was thinking that mezuzah only required in the front door. Hi, he goes outside. This lucky guy finds outside in the garbage. Somebody did renovations. He threw a frame with a door with a mezuzah, garbage.
Wow.
He comes, he says, don't ask what a lucky guy I am. Huh? I got frame, door, and mezuzah all ready to go.
חייב להוריד את המזוזה, לא?
He said, I took the old one, I put this one, zig, 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 mukhan, frame, door, and mezuzah. How do you like that?
You have to take off the mezuzah.
I told him, Johnny Khalfish, you did not do the mezuzah the right way. The door you saved, but on the mezuzah you didn't save. What? I said, first of all, the fact that the threw it out means maybe it's something pasuk. So first give it to the sofer to check it. And then after you're going to check it, you're going to place it, because you first have to have the door up at the frame. Then you're allowed to put the mezuzah. You cannot put the mezuzah on the door frame and then put it attached to the house. It's not going to work. What's the reason? What's the psul in this? Ta'aseh velo min ha'asur. Got it?
Can you translate?
Ta'aseh, Torah says, do the mezuzah. But you cannot get it done by itself. You first have to have the condition to fulfill the mitzvah, then you fulfill the mitzvah. Similar example, there is a machloket in the halakha between the Rambam and the Rosh. Schwartz is mezuzah without an opening, without door. Requires mezuzah or no?
לא.
Here, whatever Zohar is sitting over there, you see, there is a
It's not a door.
opening over there.
No door.
Do you need to put mezuzah there without bracha or no? With bracha, without bracha. Huh?
חייב משקוף.
Yes, mashkov. You have 2 tzdadim over here, you have mashkov. Do you have to put mezuzah there or no? Machloket between the Rambam and the Rosh. One opinion says, if there is no door, patur from mezuzah.
אבל יש לצורת הפתח.
Second opinion says, if you have tzurat hapetach, even if you don't have a door, חייב במזוזה. Says Maran, Rabbi Yosef Karo in הלכות מזוזה, in יורד דעה in רש פ"ה, צורת הפתח בלי מזוזה, בלי דור, חייבת במזוזה. An opening frame without door is obligated מזוזה. מרן, רבי יוסף קארו. הנה קארו זה קרוב של משפחה שלו.
לא, רב סומך... אוי, last name is Karo? Last name is Karo?
Here, חייב במזוזה, that's Maran says. Comes Rav Ovadia Yosef and says, חייב במזוזה, you know why? Because it's ספק דאורייתא לחומרה. What's the rule? Jesse, anytime in מחלוקת בדאורייתא, what's the הלכה? ספק דאורייתא לחומרה. Comes the Maran, asking to you, צורת הפתח opening frame without door, חייב במזוזה.
What's Khumrah?
חומרה, strict.
It's restricted.
But says Rav Ovadia, you put it without beracha. Says why?
Because according to some, it's blessing in vain.
Because
ברכות להקל.
ספק ברכות להקל. Now look, if you just open שולחן ערוך, אבי, אם רק היית עכשיו לומד שולחן ערוך, שולחן ערוך says, door frame without door, חייב במזוזה. What would you understand? חייב במזוזה, עם ברכה או בלי ברכה?
עם ברכה.
עושה מצווה, זה ברכה בדרך כלל.
כן, הוא לא אמר.
That's what says Rav Ovadia Yosef. It's so important to learn the halacha from the sources of them. Go to the Bet Yosef, even though it's going to take you longer. You see what the Rosh said, you see what the Rambam said, you see what's the reason they say that. They're going to send you to the Gemara. You're opening the pieces of the Gemara. After you're going to get the Gemara done, the Rishonim Machloket done, then you open Shulchan Aruch, say, now I understood why Maran said Chaya b'mezuzah. Because it's Safek Doraita. The Chumrah put it. But about bracha, Safek brachot, okay. Now question to you. What if a person, after he put the mezuzah, then he decided to put a door over there?
עכשיו צריך להוריד ולשים.
Does he have to take down the mezuzah now or no?
למה לא?
לא.
Huh?
זה כמו שאמרנו מהציציות.
לא. ברכות לא מעכבות.
כן, הוא צריך.
לא ברכה.
מה?
According to the Rosh that said it's פטור.
כן.
נכון? You don't have a door, פטור.
אבל כבר שמת אותה.
נכון. According to the Rosh ששמת על סתם, לא חייב פה.
עדיין.
שמת על אוויר, זה כמו שמת על התקרה, שמת, מה שמת?
אתה בלי ברכה.
זה לא יעזור לך מה ששמת. לא בגלל הברכה, ג'סי, לא בגלל הברכה, משה, לא בגלל הברכה.
אז מה?
עכשיו יהיה לך דלת.
לא היה לך מצווה, the מצווה was not there. You didn't have a delay, there was no מצווה.
According to somebody
נכון,
else it is.
בסדר.
So,
So according to him, you right now did the door,
okay.
you decided to put the door, נכון? It's very common in the kitchen. At the beginning, the wife said, I don't want to have a door in the kitchen, I want to have easy access. Then after she started frying a few days, listen, we gotta put a kitchen door. So you already put the mezuzah. What do you have to do now? If you're gonna put right now the door is, the mezuzah is hayav 100%. Before it was patur according to some opinions.
Now with all the opinions חייב.
נכון, but you already placed it.
But you place it when it was already ready.
Okay. What halacha says? No door frame. So take down the mezuzah, put the door, and then you put the mezuzah.
With the bracha.
With bracha, without?
אין ברכה עכשיו, מה?
יש לך דלת.
ודאי.
לא ברכה.
אבל קודם הייתי חייב במזוזה בלי הדלת, הייתי חייב?
לא.
מחלוקת. לא. So because we have מחלוקת,
לא תברך, אז מה עשית בזה?
לא, עשית בגלל שאתה חייב, לא בגלל שאתה לא תברך. רצית לשים דלת, לא בגלל המצווה, רצית לשים דלת בגלל הסירחון של בישולים.
אם אתה עושה את זה ככה...
פתח עם דלת.
יפה, עכשיו לא ישים ברכה. ישים, אבל בלי ברכה. If he wants to make ברכה, there is a way out. How? Give them mezuzah to check. After you give them mezuzah to check, הסחת דעת. עכשיו שהסופר יחזיר לך, now the mezuzah you're going to put with ברכה. Because now it's חייב 100% and there was interruption because you gave it to סופר to check.
למה זה עשה שלא מן העשוי כן?
כן, זה יהיה תעשה ולא מן העשוי. Because before it was פטור from mezuzah according to him. So if you place it whenever it was פטור, and then you put the door, now it's חייב now. So it's already there.
So once
You made תעשה ולא מן העשוי.
Once you took it out and you have a sech da'at, you put it back in bracha.
If you took it out, you gave to sofer to check.
Only check?
Only have to check.
What about you did renovation? You changed the door now, you took it off.
Oh,
You put it back.
what did you do to the door?
You changed the door, you changed the frame, you changed the whole thing.
You changed the whole thing. You took it down the mezuzah.
Stop do that, huh?
You took down the mezuzah.
Yeah.
You changed the whole frame with the door.
And
you
it took time because let's say we renovate a little bit more than 30 days.
Okay, yeah. You put it back with bracha. Yeah.
there is a limit, כמה זמן?
עוד לא שמתי time.
אם
there
הורדת
is.
אותו, הורדת את זה ליום אחד. ליום אחד
There is.
הפסקת.
Whenever we're going to hold on mezuzot, we're going to get there to the details. The point I need to tell you is the sukkah point.
What's that? What if just painting the door?
It doesn't matter.
Take it out.
The structure is
and put
there.
it in.
Yeah. If the mezuzah you took out and you put it back in, or it fell, when you're putting it right back in, you don't say bracha. Because the obligation never left the room.
Yeah.
When you took the mezuzah to the sofer, you said maybe the mezuzah is pasul.
There's a pause.
So because you put the pause in your mind, thinking maybe the mezuzah is not kosher, that pause pushed away the mitzvah. So when you put it back, now you say beracha.
So every time you take it to sofer, you have to do bracha.
Exactly. Anytime you give to mezuzah to check by sofer, you're putting it back with bracha. Got it?
How often you should get a check?
3.5 years. Mandatory. Once a year by Elul time, recommended. 3.5 years, חייב. Gemara says, מסכת מנחות, מזוזה נבדקת פעמיים בשבוע. Gemara says, לא שבוע of 7 days, שבוע of 7 years.
תפילין?
תפילין, same thing.
7 years.
Yeah, פעמיים בשבוע. תפילין ומזוזות פעמיים בשבוע.
היה כאן תפילין?
Yeah.
I thought תפילין was 7 years.
No, no. Twice in 7 years.
Warranty does not extend.
Can you do after 2 years and then after 5 years? No.
No. The poskim say 3.5 years is more or less the chazakah when it's already could get molded. Not only for that reason, it also has to air out. Inside, it's tight. All the time it's under your armpit. It's a sweaty place. Over here, it's a sweaty place. It gets molded. I've seen many times this. Mamash mold inside. It's leather. If it doesn't air out, take your old shoes with steam of your leg, put it in a bag, leave it like that for 3 years. No, come back up 3 years. What's gonna be with this? That's what we do with the tefillin. So that's why it's recommended to open it every year. But mandatory is 3.5 years. Okay, so back to us. If so, says Ravadi right now, this. Asaf, if you have the schach first, you laid out the schach, and then you picked up
Telescope.
the telescope. What did you do? You made ta'aseh velo min ha'asui. Because when you put the schach was on a dead area. There was not fanot.
There was no telephone.
There was no oil. As you picked it up, telescope mezuzah at the sukkah, now you made oil. But the oil was already, the schach was already there. It's called ta'aseh velo min ha'asui. Now, question to you. What if I did it in a kosher way? And then something got changed and it got back to normal. Example. You right now want to change your refrigerator. Usually when they want to change the refrigerator in the house, the door of the kitchen doesn't fit it. What they do, they take down the door.
Yeah.
After they took down the door, now the mezuzah frame obligated by mezuzah 100% or no?
No, it's like the door, not the front.
No, it's just.
The mezuzah, do you
said
have
the
mezuzah
mitzvah
over there?
never left
נכון?
the room.
Yeah, but there's the door.
They took down the door.
Just the door, not the mezuzah, not the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. The frame is there.
Yeah.
The door was removed.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
the
the
same
mezuzah
like
stay in the
the
frame.
mezuzah fell.
Mezuzah stay in front.
Whenever they're gonna finish the action, whatever they do, they put back the door
And the hinges.
on the hinges. Chayav now bebracha again or no? Take down the mezuzah, put it
It's
back or
considered
no?
a pause.
Because you needed
No,
it anyways.
No.
Huh?
You needed it anyways.
Whenever there was no door, it was patur according to some.
Yeah.
So when you put it back, now it's chayav according to everybody.
But you have
The door-
No, the mitzvah never left.
The door's
The
considered.
mitzvah did leave.
No.
The
door's
mitzvah did
considered
leave.
the
There was no
pause.
chiyuv. Ask a different question. Ask a different question.
אם אני שם, הייתה מזוזה וספתי דלת, אז אני לא צריך ברכה.
לא צריך ברכה, אבל להוציא ולהכניס צריך.
אבל הוצאת רק את הדלת, המזוזה עדיין קבועה במקום שלה.
Oh, that's the question. When I did something,
אני לא הוצאתי אותה.
נד לברך.
להוציא אותה לבדיקה
נכון, לא מבשל, השאלה לא על ברכה.
What's the question?
אז על מה השאלה?
The question is, do you have to take down the mezuzah and put it back in?
לא, למה?
Because at the moment when the door was not there, the obligation was not 100%.
אני לא מברך עליה. אז מה זה-
Even if you took
שימו
the
לב, שימו
mezuzah
לב.
out,
There's two
אם אני
parts.
לא מברך, מה זה ייתן לי?
There's two parts in halacha. One is bracha. Second one is action of mitzvah.
איזה מצווה יש לי בזה שאני...
תפילין רבנו תם, אתה מברך עליהם?
טוב, זה יוצא מן הכלל.
אז מה אתה שם?
מה?
למה אתה שם?
כי יש מחלוקת בדעה שאומרת אם לברך או לא לברך.
חזק וברוך.
אבל זה אני שם, פה אתה כבר שייך ואתה מוציא לי אותו.
Oh,
אז למה להוציא לי אותו?
Oh.
הוא כבר שמה.
question to you is because you were no obligation.
אבל אתה לא צריך, זה כבר שמה. אם אתה אומר לי שבהתחלה בספק אם אני צריך לשים את הברכה, אז למה שעכשיו זה כבר קבוע, אני אוציא אותו ואחזיר אותו? הרי גם ככה אני לא אברך.
זה לא בגלל לברך, בגלל שעכשיו הוא פטור, אין פה עכשיו חיוב. There was no door, no חיוב.
אבל אתה קובע את המזוזה על תנאי שיש דלת או אין דלת.
יפה, היה דלת. Whenever I did it, it was דלת. עכשיו אין דלת. Now is חייב במזוזה או לא?
מה חייב במזוזה?
This room חייב במזוזה if he has no דלת.
ספק, כבר לא צריך.
According to the... Oh, so לא צריך, נכון? So whenever I put back the door,
אני לא מוריד.
now חייב. So חייב is already there. תעשה ולא מן העשוי. Says Ravadia a rule. Remember this rule, it's going to help you a lot. תעשה ולא מן העשוי. only works, applies at the beginning when you just did the mitzvah to begin with.
שזו ממש שמה.
Not afterwards.
Huh?
Not when it's already.
Once you did it the right way, then if something changed in the future,
אז אין מה לעשות.
no problem. Keep it the way it is. And it says that's what the Mishnah Berurah is wrong about. The Mishnah Berurah said, Asaf, that if the strings of the tzitzit, one of corners ripped, now the garment has arba kanfot, no, take everything down. All the strings you have to untie. This is the Psak Mishnah Berurah, Chafetz Chaim. Comes Rav Ovadia Yosef, he disagrees with him. He says, he brought proofs from the
With
Mordechai.
all due respect.
Yeah, with all the respect to Chafetz Chaim. He said, these strings, were they tied in a kosher way? Were they tied in a kosher way?
בטח, הנה.
If they tied in a kosher way, then whatever happens afterwards will not change that.
So רק fix the one.
Exactly. Just this, you first pull the corner, then tie the fourth one. Don't stitch it together with a string, ready to go. No.
תכניס ותעשה.
First say the corner, then put the strings and retie it. But only this corner. לא צריך כל the rest of the corners. Another question, right now Sukkot coming in.
Yeah.
There are Hasidim that have a removable skylight. If I have a room without roof, חייב במזוזה or no?
If you have what?
A room without roof. חייב במזוזה or no?
Yeah,
I have a door, I have walls, but I have no roof.
No.
Technically, it's outside.
You can
חייב במזוזה or no?
Outside.
אני לא חושב.
Says the Gemara, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, רגע, משחרר זה משהו אחר. ביתך is a place you have a roof. If you have no roof, it's not bait. So question to you now, poskim say, a person put the mezuzah whenever the roof was closed. During Sukkot, he opened it. Now he has no roof. He has schach. Schach is not roof. It's a temporary thing.
It's like a-
After Sukkot, he's going to close it again.
So the same thing with
Does he have to remove the mezuzah, put it back on or no?
Oh, when you put the mezuzah-
According to Chafetz Chaim,
Yes.
yes. That's what they do. Ashkenazim that follow Chafetz Chaim, they have to do it. They have to remove the mezuzah from the Sukkot and then put it again after Sukkot. Because right now it's patur.
No.
According to Rav Ovadia Yosef, don't need to. Why? Because when you put the mezuzah, everything goes the right way. The roof was closed, the walls were there, the door was there. Akol said it. Now says Rav Ovadia, the last halacha for tonight is another point on this. I had a schach, I had the walls. Which one comes first by halacha? Walls, then schach. Okay? What if a person during Sukkot, the walls was wind, and it blew out?
Oh, again.
Only the schach remained. Can you put the walls and remove the schach and put it back?
You say,
Or just put the walls and finished?
Just put
if
the
you
wall.
start
It was
like
built the
this,
right
on
way.
one
Wall,
side,
he said.
now
On
stop.
the one wall.
All walls, הכל נפל.
All the walls?
All the walls.
לא צריך.
Here he spoke only one wall. But let's say all the walls
No,
fell.
no, you said.
לא, זה לא תעשה.
If you started it,
כן.
ג'סי, מה אתה אומר?
זה כבר היה מוכן.
כשר או לא?
כן,
רק תשים את הדפנות והכל בסדר.
כן.
לא ידעו שיעשה את זה.
לא ביום טוב, רגע חול המועד.
כל המועד, תעשי.
אתה יכול לשים וזהו? או צריך להזיז את הסכך?
לא.
היא פסולה.
according to Chafetz Chaim,
Yes. פסולה.
you have to put it again.
Yeah.
Remove the schach, put the walls, put the schach. But according to Rav Ovadia Yosef, whenever we build it,
The right
the
way.
schach was built the right way. First walls, then schach. Yeah. If the walls afterwards fell down, it doesn't change the status of the schach. The schach was placed in the right way. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen. Amen.